All right, here with Tim Griffin from Carmel Fire Department. Now, Tim, I understand CPR, when it needs to be done, it needs to be done quickly, and it's something a lot of able-bodied people can do. So you're going to give us a quick demo on how you might be put in this situation, what you can do to save somebody's life here.
Yeah, so we're going to talk hands-only CPR. So we're not certifying anybody in CPR today, but we're teaching you how to do hands-only CPR. You know, for us, the seconds matter, and there is going to be anywhere from 3 to 6 minutes before we arrive once you've called 911. And so in that time, you can help save a life. And like I said, I mentioned, we're prepared, and we know when we go out in the morning, we show up to work, that may be something we're called on. What we're asking our citizens to do, people in the community, is be a first responder, because you can too. So if you see something, do something. And this is one of those moments where you can't make it worse, right? The patient is in cardiac arrest. That's as bad of a day as you can have. They're no longer alive, and you can help hopefully resuscitate that life before we get there. So what you're going to do is, just like you've probably seen a million times when people talk about this, hey, are you okay? You're going to check. You're going to look, listen, check for a pulse. No pulse found. You're going to look, find somebody, call 911, right? That's the first thing. Start that process, 911. Now what we're going to do is just right here, we're going to go nipple line on the chest, hand. We're going to interlock our next hand, straight elbows, and we're going to go 1.5 inches, 2 inches deep. And we're going to run that at 100 to 120 beats a minute. So that's what our goal is, 100 to 120. And we're just going to continue doing hands-only compressions. Very simple, very easy, but what we're doing is we're perfusing that blood, right? We're getting oxygenated blood to the brain. We're helping keep this patient alive. We have found that compressions are more important than the rescue breaths. This is something right here that anybody can do. Like I said, you're at that kids' baseball game, you're at a restaurant, you're at a movie, something happens and nobody there is certified, or maybe they're afraid to step up. If you step up, you could make the difference in saving that person's life.
So 120 compressions a minute. When should you stop? Do you stop when EMS arrives? Do you stop if the person gets away?
If the patient starts to move, talk, obviously, yes, you can stop. If we have a return of pulses, you could stop every 2 minutes, check. If there's pulses, you could, at that point, when the providers get there, you could, obviously, and hopefully, it's only going to be a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes before we arrive and are able to take over the scene or a professional.
But don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate. People, they wait, they stop, and then, they think, oh, somebody else, or I don't want to make it worse. They're having their worst day. And if you can help become part of that EMS team, right? Our people out in the world to help save a life, we can truly make a difference. And so we hope that you can help us make that difference by being out there